Hey y'all, I just wanted to get on here and share with you guys one of the biggest but God moments in my life and in my family's life, in hopes to encourage some of you that might be going through something similar, or you know someone that is, or whatever the cause might be. I just want to bring hope and encouragement to you guys. So here we go. My but God moment happened on January 29th, 2014. I was about 15 and a half weeks pregnant. I think it was 15 weeks and 3 days to be exact. And everything was going great. We were so excited to add a third baby to our family, a third and final. Even though she was a surprise, she actually ended up being our rainbow baby, because we had previously lost a pregnancy right around 10 weeks along. So we were excited and everything was going great until that morning in January. I woke up and I was starting to feel kind of the pains and pressures that I did towards the end of my previous pregnancies when I got close to deliver. And that morning I knew something just was not right. I couldn't walk without feeling like pressure down there, kind of like hey, I might be in labor type of pressure, like I might need a push. I would take a few steps and just have to sit down, and I just knew something wasn't right. So after about an hour of that going on, I was laying on my couch, and I felt a shooting pain through my stomach, and then I kind of felt a pop, like a pop of sorts. Don't know how to really explain it, but so I started walking upstairs, and as I started walking, I was like, oh no, I just went to the bathroom on myself. This should not be happening until later on in pregnancy, which, if you've been pregnant, you know how it is. But anywho, so I get into my bathroom, and I was like, okay, I've got to go to the bathroom. Well, I'm about to go, and I take my pants down, and then all of a sudden a gush of water comes out, and I was like, that doesn't seem right. So I kind of waited a minute, and then I called my doctor, and once she got back to me, she's like, okay, you need to come in and get checked. Just come up to the hospital and go to labor and delivery. And I was thinking, oh, okay, everything is fine, until it just kept coming out. It would not stop coming out, and I had to basically have a towel down there, which ended up soaking the entire towel. So I got myself ready, and we left the other two kids. I think we left them with my friend that lives right near us. And we went up to the hospital, and by that time I was still kind of, stuff was still coming out, for lack of better words. I'm sorry if I say a lot. It's, yeah, me. So we got up to the hospital, and they're like, okay, what's going on with you? And I told them, and the nurse was kind of like, okay, yeah, I told him, I think my water might have broken, I'm not sure. And the nurse was like, yeah, we'll see, whatever. She kind of had that tone to her, like, here's another one that doesn't know what's going on with her pregnancy. So when I got up there, they did a test on me to see if I was, in fact, leaking my amniotic fluid. And when they did the test on me, they showed that my sac had ruptured. And they called the doctor in, and my doctor was not on call. It was an on-call doctor. She came in and she examined me, and she did the test for herself to see. And then that's when they confirmed that my water had fully ruptured. And with my husband by my side, we were told that there would be no other options, that we would have to induce and deliver right then and there. With the baby being that small, that there'd be no chance of survival for her. So at that moment, I turned to Facebook to all my prayer warriors, reached out to my church family, and basically just pleaded with God to let this not be real. Sorry, guys. That I don't think I could have gone through another loss. And my husband and I were sitting there waiting for them to admit us into the hospital and get the induction process started to deliver my baby girl that would have no chance of survival. So we got everyone praying, and I was pleading with God, and I said, this cannot happen. This can't go like this. So about an hour had passed, and they were getting ready to move me into the delivery room. And I asked them, I said, can we please just get a sonogram? And they were like, the doctor was a little apprehensive about it. And finally she agreed. I guess she understood, my concern or whatnot. And in that sonogram, this was after it had been confirmed that my bag completely ruptured. We go into that sonogram, and the ultrasound tech was like, why are we doing a sonogram? And so I told her, told her everything that had happened, and she really couldn't say anything because she was just doing it, and she was being positive, and she was remaining calm. And so we finished that, and then we went back to the delivery room that they were gonna set us up with and start everything. And the doctor came in and said, your baby has your baby girl has plenty of fluids around her, and there's no sign of a rupture of your sac. And at that very moment, I looked to my husband and I said, that was God. I looked to him and I said, Eric, God just saved our baby girl. And I knew from that moment that things would never be the same. They kept me in the hospital a few more hours later to monitor me, and then they sent me home on complete strict bed rest. They could not explain to me why or how the sonogram showed what it showed, but I knew in my heart of hearts that God performed a miracle. So they sent me home on straight bed rest, which was really hard, having two other kids. And I was on strict bed rest. I basically could get up to go to the bathroom, and that was it. Was on there for, I think it was close to up to 30 weeks, and I had to go into the doctor twice a week for sonograms to check fluid levels, to check baby, and to do all that. And at that point I was considered extremely high risk, and they honestly didn't expect for me to continue to carry a baby in me much longer than that. And I made it all the way up to 37 weeks, delivered a 6-pound, 9-ounce baby girl, healthy as can be, no problems at all. And I just know that if that day I would have given up faith and didn't cling on to God, that I could have went ahead with what the doctors had said and ended my child's life. But God. But God. That's all I can really say to that. Sorry this was so long-winded, but that was my But God story, and in the comments below I will post a picture of that precious girl now. She's downstairs sleeping at the moment, as I'm smearing my makeup. Anyways, I hope that if you or you know of someone else going through something similar to this, if they're having a high-risk pregnancy, whatever the case may be, just know that but God, nothing is impossible for Him. He makes a way when there seems to be no way. So I just want to encourage you all, don't lose the faith, cling to God, cling to His promises, and believe. Believe that God still does miracles, and He wants to do a miracle in your life today. All right. I hope y'all enjoyed that, and we will talk to you later. Bye.